What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Gamma back with the lovely
Juju,
and we are back with part 2 of this breakdown. We're going to be discussing Porsha Family Matters.
That's right.
Focusing on the second episode. If you guys want to catch up and learn a little bit about what we think of part 1, go ahead and check that out. The link will be in the description. But in this episode, Juju, I want us to really talk about part 2. And when I say part 2, I'm talking about the show.
Right, episode 2.
Episode 2, to be more specific. But
right.
Before we dive into that, go ahead and hit the like button, share the video. You know how we do here. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. You won't miss a video just like this. Okay, so Porsha Family Matter, right?
Okay. It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I had to laugh because I hope her family matters. The way she's been behaving, it's almost like she matters and maybe no one else.
Right. It's all about Porsha.
We've seen that in the comments. People are letting us know, like, yo, they're not feeling Porsha, but they're very specific as to why they're not.
Right.
And, we all have our opinions.
That's true.
But when it's someone that's close, and when I say close, I'm talking blood.
That's right.
Yeah, it's no longer just an opinion.
Let's talk it.
Falynn Williams, right? She had some words for Porsha. And it's funny because it seemed at first that she was there to talk to Dennis. When they had that sit down, right?
Right.
In episode 1, they had a sit down and they were talking about different things.
Yeah.
It felt at first, maybe she was there to defend Porsha. She was there to maybe hear what Dennis had to say and be like, no, and just shut it down.
Right,
But that's not the vibe that you got from that sit down.
No.
In fact, Juju, what did you get? In terms of how Lauren behaved and her demeanor and maybe some of her words, what vibe did she give regarding Porsha and Simon?
The vibe that I got is that she's not really feeling that whole relationship.
Right.
And I know Dennis was co-signing that as well. He made it very clear, right, that for the public, he wanted to show support, but how he really felt, he wasn't feeling it. And I feel like the sister is the same way. Or what about you?
It's like, like you said, they were kind of co-signing each other.
Yeah.
You didn't really see any arguments or they, she didn't walk away, stand up and leave. They were really bonding. In fact, they were, that's one thing they definitely agree upon, that Porsha and Simon is not a good look.
No.
In fact, we talked about this in part 1 of our breakdown. Dennis really was going in. He was very specific about how he felt regarding their relationship.
Yeah, he was like, you think this is cool? Right?
He took it there. He even used terms like, he said she's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
For this one.
For
the, what, homewrecker?
Homewrecker, man snatcher, husband snatcher. In fact, he even basically called Porsha a gold digger.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't really touch on that much in part 1, but he really was like, look,
That's
I would
true.
Not have had it. No, she would not have had a child with me if I didn't have money.
Yes.
It doesn't get any clearer than that. It's one thing to hint, but when someone outright say, look, they would have never carried my child if I didn't have money. This is a man who probably hasn't missed a single child support payment.
Of course, right.
This is a man that has his own business. He is an entrepreneur, and for the most part, you never heard Porsha try to, take jabs at his finances. So he's probably straight. He's doing well for himself.
Of course.
And for him to say that about the mother of his child, very telling.
Very, very telling.
We'd like to know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment below and tell us.
Yeah, and Lauren, she didn't have any rebuttal to that. She was just like,
Right.
Because she was just basically trying to find out from his end, what's his deal? Like, what is his feelings behind their relationship, their dynamic, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, they basically were co-signing each other. They were all in agreement, right?
Right.
It's crazy. It's just really, really crazy because again, the optics before this show aired was that everyone in her corner supported her and Simon.
In fact,
right?
You know what? For the longest, all of the content creators, including ourselves, we all had to struggle with this notion of not coming off as haters or jealous or, just putting down a woman. And it was all because of how Porsha presented things.
Right.
She made it seem like, look, my family, my friends, the people who matter support me. Everyone else is a naysayer and they're just hating. That's kind of the vibe that a lot of people struggle with, like in terms of what we do, talk about shows and break it down.
Yeah.
We all had to feel like, man, we want to discuss this point, but we don't want to come off like we're hating.
We wanted to say that it looked crazy.
Exactly.
She was looking crazy.
And she did her best to not make it look crazy.
Right.
Now, it's showing that, look, even the closest people to her look at it the way that everyone else does. So when it comes to Porsha, right?
Right.
I don't know if it's her media team, her, what is it called? Public relations.
Yeah.
Whoever or whatever is behind it, they've been doing a number
on
everyone. Because had it not been for the show, we still would have thought that she's getting all the support that she ever could want and need. Turns out it's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Everybody's giving
under
her
her
a side
camp.
eye.
Yeah, even
Everyone.
in her camp.
Yeah. And so now that really speaks a lot about Porsha as well, right? Because Simon also revealed, and I believe it was in the first episode, that Porsha, didn't want certain pictures to be put out. And in fact, she requests that she approves everything that gets put out.
Yeah.
Dennis stated that he only took a certain picture because it was based on Porsha's request.
It was Porsha's idea to take it.
It was her idea.
And post
so
it.
what we're learning about Porsha is that, again, and I touched on this in the first episode, that yes, she has a lot of experience in the public eye, but sometimes when you have that kind of experience, it could reveal something else more sinister. You like to manipulate. You like to control her.
Yeah.
You like to be in charge of everything because you are just really trying to paint this picture that may not be true.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing unfold. And, come on, guys, leave a comment. I know a lot of you already thought this, but now you're getting more substance behind it.
Yes.
You can substantiate it.
Yeah.
So we'd like to know, what are your thoughts on that? Is Porsha a control freak?
Yeah.
Is Porsha simply trying to protect her peace, her sanctuary, or is it far more sinister? I'd like to know what you guys think.
Talking about control freak, you remember there was a part where Lauren stated that Porsha just has a bunch of yes men, yes people around her.
Yeah.
This is why she's able to move the way she does. Control the way she controls, right?
Right.
We're seeing it in the flesh, how controlling she is, basically, right?
Yeah. And this is common for people within Hollywood or, television. When they get to a certain status, they kind of have the shift in their personality where they just want everything to look a certain way.
Right.
And they go above and beyond and make it look that particular way.
But when they do that, it just makes them look, I hate to say it, fake.
Yeah, and it's disappointing because, Juju, out of the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, Porsha at one point, at least for me, stuck out as someone that was very
down
authentic,
to earth, real,
very free spirited. So to hear all of this, it really kind of it took me back and make me now look at her and say, maybe this girl was just really clever in how she presented things, and she has another side of her that no one is seeing or have seen until now.
Right.
So yeah, that's the part that I, kind of rubbed me wrong, because I think we've said this on previous episodes, like, yo, she's a free spirit, she's silly, she don't care what people think. And when you have a controlling attitude, you literally care about what people think. Like, that's what controls you, It's funny because even though you're the one that's telling people what to do and how to move, etc., you're often doing it because you're very insecure, you don't want to be judged, and you just are trying to avoid the truth.
I got something to add to that. It's kind of left field, but maybe she got that from her previous or first marriage. Well,
possibly,
Cordell,
possibly.
right? Because he was very much like that, very controlling of Porsha, and she just seemed like extremely, submissive. Yeah.
Some would even say afraid to speak up, to stand up.
And when she broke away from that relationship, it was like, what did she call herself? That
the princess of Thotland.
It's like she had no shame, absolutely no shame.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now, it's like we're seeing, even like with this relationship with Simon, we're seeing like how messy she could move. Out in the streets, right? Yeah. But then she is trying to clean it up as much as possible.
Right. So she's been through a lot, man. And baggage, you can continue to carry baggage as long as you live. You know, it's not just an immature or a child or a high school thing.
That's true.
It's not early 20s and early 30s. You can look, if you get divorced 3 times in your 50s and you get married again at 60, you still have baggage from those, previous relationships.
Yeah.
And so, like you said with the Cordell thing, hurt people. When you've been through abuse of any kind, you may carry some of those characteristics into your new relationship.
That's true.
Without even knowing it. Because, you're trying to protect what you're trying to protect the remaining sanity of what you have, right?
That's true.
And often you do so by being the aggressor, instead of being a victim. Now you're the one that's like telling people what to do look, that's why therapy is so important, man.
Absolutely.
But speaking of therapy, I may need some for this last point.
Oh boy.
When they were at the dinner table, right?
Yeah.
The picnic, the backyard, whatever it was, when they all sat there.
It looked nice, right?
I couldn't help but to look at Simon, Porsha's mother,
okay,
Dennis' mother.
I think I know where you're going with this.
The grandmother, Porsha's grandmother,
right?
And think, you know what? All 3 of those women are far more age appropriate for Simon. And you know what? I can't even hate. You can date whoever you want as long as they are within, of legal age, of course.
Right.
But it just looked so crazy looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Like Porsha's mom and Simon, they're actually like age mates. They probably went to the same high school or something like that.
Yo, like,
so I was
he could be Dennis' dad. Did you see that, or did we see a comment like that?
Yeah,
like how
someone
Simon
probably left a comment like that.
Dennis' dad.
Right, and that's true, man. He could be all of our dads.
I know. True talk.
Everybody in this comment section, he could be
everybody.
Somehow, even if you're older than him, he could be.
Older than him, he could still be your dad.
Somehow, some way, Simon can be on your birth certificate as your father. You gotta be careful, man.
Gosh.
But no, we just had to point that out. That we're gonna probably wrap it up on that note.
Yeah.
Like seriously. This is unfolding in a way that we didn't expect. I really thought this show was going to make Porsha look really good and really shut down all the scrutiny and the suspicious activity and things that people, really didn't know. It's actually doing the opposite. It's making Porsha and Simon.
We're seeing the cracks.
Yeah, like it just looks like it's a matter of time now before this all goes down the drain. Because right now, all roads are leading to like a dead end. It doesn't look like it's going to end well. And I'm not saying that with any hate. Neither is Juju. But,
I'm just saying it based off of Simon's face. His faces are like priceless. Mm-hmm. He's a lot of times I feel like he's looking at everyone like, what did I get myself into?
Oh, gosh.
Anyway.
Yeah, and the previews is going to get much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, guys, leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the points we touched on today. And be sure to watch the episodes because we will be covering them as they roll out. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. You won't miss a video just like this. And as always, escape the Matrix.